Rafael F4 centers on Rafael, a brilliant but emotionally closed young man whose life is shaped by violence, loyalty, and an unspoken need for control. From an early age, Rafael grows up surrounded by crime, learning that power is the only reliable form of safety. He is intelligent, observant, and calculating, rarely acting without thinking several steps ahead. Unlike others around him who rely on brute force, Rafael uses strategy, silence, and intimidation to get what he wants. His reputation is built not just on what he does, but on what people believe he is capable of doing. As the story begins, Rafael is already established as a feared figure within his circle. He operates in an environment where betrayal is common and weakness is punished immediately. Despite this, he follows a strict personal code. He values loyalty above everything else and reacts brutally when that loyalty is broken. This code makes him both respected and dangerous. People close to him understand that while he can protect them fiercely, crossing him has irreversible consequences. Rafael's internal conflict becomes clearer as his relationships deepen. He struggles to express emotion, especially vulnerability, and often pushes people away before they can hurt him. This emotional distance creates tension with those who care about him, particularly a love interest who sees through his hardened exterior. She recognizes his intelligence and pain, and while she is drawn to his strength, she is also disturbed by the violence that follows him. Their relationship becomes a constant push and pull between desire and fear, trust and suspicion. The story escalates when Rafael's authority is challenged. Rivals begin testing his limits, spreading rumors, and attempting to undermine his control. Rather than responding immediately, Rafael waits, watching carefully, allowing his enemies to reveal themselves. His patience becomes a weapon. When he finally moves, his response is precise and devastating, dismantling. Rafael is defined by intellectual dominance rather than impulsive violence. He plans ahead, reads people accurately, and often controls situations without needing to raise his voice. This makes him more dangerous than characters who rely purely on physical force. A major feature is his strict personal code. Loyalty is absolute, betrayal is unforgivable, and respect must be earned. This code governs all his decisions and gives him consistency, but it also traps him emotionally and limits his ability to trust. The story strongly emphasizes psychological power. Fear, silence, reputation, and anticipation are used as tools. Many conflicts are resolved before they become physical because Rafael understands how people think and where their weaknesses lie. Another defining feature is emotional repression. Rafael rarely expresses vulnerability, affection, or doubt openly. His inability to communicate emotionally creates tension in his relationships, especially with his love interest, and becomes one of the story's core conflicts. The narrative highlights betrayal from within as a turning point. External enemies are expected, but internal betrayal challenges Rafael's worldview and reinforces his belief that isolation is safer than connection. There is a strong power versus loneliness theme. As Rafael gains more control and authority, he loses intimacy and emotional safety. Success is portrayed as hollow when achieved at the cost of human connection. Violence, when present, is shown as controlled and purposeful, not chaotic. This reinforces Rafael's identity as someone who uses violence strategically, not emotionally. The story avoids clear moral labeling. A key feature is its moral ambiguity. Rafael is neither glorified nor condemned, instead, he is shown as a product of environment, choices, and survival instincts. Finally, the ending emphasizes consequences over victory. Rafael remains powerful, but emotionally isolated, leaving the audience to question whether control is